Hit the record button.
All right, what is going on, guys? Your boy Storm here. Welcome back to the OTR podcast. We're here obviously with the boy Tyler, and we have our special guest here today. Sorry, it's the first time doing this. My friend Almighty Peej, other known as I call him Peter. He's my boy. A good friend of mine. He is a member of the Hood, which is a community that actually you can explain that better than me because I always get the thingy wrong. So Peter, if you
No, you're
would.
good. I mean, like technically, it's hilarious because we don't even know how to describe ourselves anymore. Honestly, we have grown so much from what we were, but essentially, it's just a community of gamers. It started out as I'm not even one of the four hoodsmen. I'm just more so just like I serve as a mod. I serve as an admin within the community for the most part. But it started out as four of my friends from my undergraduate university that all just enjoyed gaming, nerd stuff, anime, Dungeons and Dragons. We all got together originally to play stuff like Siege and For Honor, and then we all started streaming together eventually, and now we're just a large streaming nerd kind of media content media community group full of content creators and just all around good people. We've connected with a whole
Emphasis
bunch of
on the nerd, by the way.
oh yeah, we're a bunch of geeks, 100%. And we've definitely expanded our kind of the things that we do now with the more people we've met, like our friends here, Tigers and Storm, since we've met them. So no, it's just great to be here.
he said,
Yeah,
Right.
we're glad to have you. I feel like I should also. Last week, I'd like to personally apologize for not having a podcast out. That was primarily my fault. My schedule just wasn't allotting time for us to sit down and
"What
like
you mean?
get a
That wasn't your
quality
fault.
pod done.
That
I
was
was at work the whole time.
that was
I was at
me.
work
Doesn't
the whole
happen.
time.
That was me being out
I
of
was at-
town. I was out of
I
town.
was at work the whole day. Yeah, but the one day we could have thing I had work. So. It was like 3 days where like I could have been there, but I just like I got home and I was either asleep or I was still at work by the time.
So that is
Able to
one
do it.
thing. That's the very first thing on the list that I wanted to touch upon. Is now we're gonna be filming on the weekends. Hopefully we're gonna be filming on the weekends or any day before Wednesday. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow the podcast will be out. This will be coming out tomorrow, and yeah. So it's Tuesday. Gonna be posted on Wednesday. Gonna quick edit this real quick and get it out for you guys tomorrow. Not sure what time, but it'll be out in the afternoon. So that's what's up.
Cool. But yeah. Opening up with today's podcast, I want to hear a little bit more about my boy Peej because he is easily one of my, as far as lately, as I don't know how many of I don't know how shared the community is as far as like backgrounds on the podcast. I know a lot of people come here from Tigers. I know I got a couple people that come to watch the podcast from me, but I'm not sure like if everybody knows each other's story. And I'm not sure if we really got that far into it in the first pod, because I know we explained a little bit about ourselves, but I also know that I speak in riddles when I like have to pay attention. Kind of like now, which is probably it might do something in a second. But
Shut up.
we
You just got told to shut up on your own pod. How do you feel?
Because this man be capping
Peter-
about himself on a consistent basis.
I be talking in riddles. What are you talking about?
Look.
Tell us about
This
yourself.
is my boy Peter. He's one of the more influential people on me keeping going with soul content creation thing, and like one of the most supportive people I've met as far as just like being a homie, always being down, down to do whatever, down to make content, down to hang out, down to just be a clown, which is he's fluent in such things. So I'm very if you can, I'm very excited to have him. Hey, he's my boy.
I
My
am
boy.
a 0 on the scale of funny, like on a consistent basis.
What's crazy?
But
That itself was funny.
on the Scoville scale of stupid.
Bro, I'm like, I joined the call. I'm like, we're gonna film a pod. Me and Storm Knight, and I see Peej in the call. I'm like, ayo! So that's basically how this started.
Oh my god, yeah, because when Tigers got in here, both of us were just laughing our butts off for absolutely no reason. No, but yeah. I don't even know what to say about. I guess a little bit about me as a creator. I got started about I guess a couple years ago now. I've been streaming kind of consistently, just going with everything going on. I'm in school currently right now, so that's been a whole thing. Um, but definitely getting into content creation has been one of the coolest things I've ever done, like in my entire life. And it was definitely cool. I have to cut that out.
I want to say something so bad right now, but I can't. I can't. I feel like you know where I want to say this. Yeah, I feel like you know what I want to say, but I'm just not gonna say it.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Are those chicken strips? Is that chicken?
Chicken strips.
Giant fucking box of chicken.
This man chomping down on the buffalo.
Peter's getting some heartfelt stuff, some deep stuff, and this man just
enjoying that. You got the sweet chili sauce.
Like it's lettuce. Bro.
We move through the chicken, unlike it's water. we move through this chicken
All right,
box.
back to you.
I'm so done.
I apologize. My bad.
No, you. Oh my goodness, nah, bro. But yeah, it's been one of the coolest things I've ever done in my entire life. I've been pretty consistent in the type of games that I like to stream. A lot of FPS shooters. That's been my big thing. That's always been my big thing in terms of like when I started playing games. I do occasionally play like RPG adventure stuff. I play games with our community and involved in our community nights like all the time when we used to play like Among Us and Fall Guys and a whole bunch of other goofy games like that. But definitely from the perspective of content creation, I've learned a lot just by like watching people and meeting new people, especially having moved. I'm originally from Atlanta, but I currently am based out of San Diego. So it's really cool to meet like a lot of the other like content creators out here, especially other Black content creators. Like from that perspective, especially in the way of Twitch, you don't get to meet or see a lot of them because they tend to be far and few between. But I think it's pretty cool, and I've definitely learned a lot by like hanging out with Storm. That was actually how I kind of met Storm, was through my boy Hoodguard. Shout out Hoodguard. Was they were originally on a team together, and then I still started hanging out and playing like Apex and Destiny.
Bro, we still gotta get Hoodie on the pod.
Oh, absolutely, man.
He was supposed to be week 1.
That boy Parker was Parker was an Omen refugee like us too.
Bro.
I didn't want to mention the name. I didn't know how sensitive that was, but yeah, I met Storm when you two were part of Omen, and I think I met Tigers like very soon after that. I just don't think we
didn't chop it up much.
Yeah, we didn't chop it up much. But now it's been very cool hanging out with the two of them like a lot. So yeah, that's just kind of a little bit about me as a content creator. And again, we're kind of on hiatus right now. I'm doing a little bit of rebranding myself. I think it's time, especially now that I know what I want to do as a content creator. But you know, that's where we are right now, and I think it's time.
We can hang out a lot more if I was on Discord. But
Homeboy wasn't. I was literally talking to him.
Where does this man reside?
That's a good segue into one of the things. Thank you, Peter, for talking.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I always love hearing about Peter lore. I talk about it all the time.
Peter lore.
I love hearing lore about my friends. It's great.
It's non-existent for me. I'm pretty sure I've gotten everything out at this point.
It's something new all the time. Some new story.
What topic was we hopping into?
Oh yeah.
So like yesterday, I don't know if how many of you were there for the stream yesterday. Either one of our streams, both Tyler and myself, we played a little bit of Fortnite, and I don't know. I don't know how many of you know this, but like I used to play competitive Fortnite, right? Now, I will be one to be like, oh, the game has been pretty chill because I build and all that, so I never have that problem. But this season, when it came out, I thought it was mid. To be honest,
Just
you
like
had
me, I'm mid.
tanks, you had rocket launchers, you had this guy chatting in my left, right, and center ear. You had
Center
what's it
ear.
called? You had Sloan just chatting like you had all this stuff, and I was like, yo, it's gonna be pretty bad. I can't even lie to you. It's gonna be pretty
Wait,
mid.
so I contributed
I
to
played it for
I
the
contributed to being it bad.
I played. Shut your mouth. I played. What's it called? I played it yesterday for the first time, and I'll be the first to say that shit was fun. That shit was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. The no builds mode was very entertaining because I'm not used to building. The regular builds mode was a little jarring, especially the fact that I've been playing no builds all day. But like, I do have to say the no builds has been it was fun. It was enjoyable. It helped me get better at fighting at the very least. If nothing else, it helped me get better at just fighting normally. Because dear lord, did I not understand the weapons this season at all. I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna say Fortnite say Danny here. I still gotta wait to go, but you know.
Is Fortnite better than Apex?
No. Not by a long
I
shot.
tried.
Mm.
Speaking
this is
of
very
it,
interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tiger.
No, what were you saying?
My
What were you
bad.
saying?
No, I was just saying, and this is just coming from, and this is just my perspective as having played it twice since the no builds mode came into like. I am not a consummate Fortnite player at all, but I will say I did enjoy the mechanics being more focused on gunplay and, well, I guess what little movement exists in Fortnite. I don't know. It's just very interesting, but at the same time,
Wait, would Fortnite gunplay be called foreplay?
you know what? He's not wrong.
All
I
right,
can't even
guys.
be mad
So
at
that was the podcast. I hope you all enjoyed. You can find Peter's links in the bio or in the description.
Actually, it'd be foreplay, but hey.
Oh,
Speaking
my
of Apex,
goodness.
though, I know you wanted to talk about the new season.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, man.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's your topic. Is there a new legend? What's going on here?
So we have 3 things that I can touch on that are confirmed that like are fairly simple. We got a new legend called Newcastle, who is he's just Gibby on roids, if I'm being quite honest with you.
He's juiced.
Wait, but Gibby is
He's-
already on roids, so how is he?
Exactly. You have a larger shield and you can drag people while they're down.
I'm gonna have to
You can
look
also
at this.
throw his shield out.
I'm gonna have to
It's
look at
kinda
this.
my
nuts.
girl lifeline.
It's kind of nuts.
I'm gonna have to look into the new. You said Newcastle?
Yeah, Newcastle.
All
The
right.
lore behind him is also going to be pretty cool. I'm super excited, especially me being a Bangalore main. I could always go for more Bangalore lore. Bangalore.
Storm is back.
Bangalore.
Yeah, I played the mess out of Bangalore earlier today.
I want to see the
what
season 13 return of Storm is going to be amazing. I will be here
Wait,
for that.
is it like
I'll be-
Bangalore's like husband or something or?
Bangalore's brother, who she's been
Oh.
searching for. He's the reason she
Oh.
joined the games. She's been looking for him for
I go
the entirety
Bangalore's.
of her time in the thingy.
I go Bangalore's husband. You go Bangalore's brother. What is this Alabama shit?
I'm pretty sure Bangalore is a lesbian.
As our resident Southerner.
Hey man, I'm from Missouri. Yeehaw.
Oh yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about that.
Bro, I have a picture of him pulled up, about ready to kiss me, man.
Bro, he is.
No, this dude's like his animation does him so dirty. Why are his lips so large? Oh my god, it's so uncomfortable.
Bro.
It's so uncomfortable.
There's
He's
that
confirmed.
many freaking there's that many legends now.
Yeah.
The last time I
Yeah.
played, I swear to God, there was Bloodhound, Gibby, Lifeline, Pathfinder, Wraith, Bangalore, Caustic, Mirage, Octane, Watson, and Crypto, and Revenant,
So you stopped at season 4.
and Loba. I stopped after I stopped after Loba.
There's a season
Yeah.
4, season 5.
Damn, homeboy missed out on a Rampart. Good on you, Rampart. I hate Ramparts. I hate
Conduit?
Ramparts so much.
Conduit.
Hate it.
Conduit
But,
is going to be. I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to spoil anybody on the podcast. But we got to talk about Conduit later because I think she's going to be probably someone I will be picking up permanently.
I might have
as
to
a
hop back
support
into
for me.
Apex.
You
Please
do. I promise you, I will teach you the ways of Apex. It's so good. It's so good for getting good at a lot
I
of
will
other games.
only
Dude. I will.
I will only play Apex when I am playing with you, though. I will not play by myself.
It's fun. It's enjoyable when you learn your character by yourself. I will say.
I mean,
Super
prior to this, I was a
enjoyable.
Wraith man, so
Ooh. 1v1 Storm in the firing range for Wraith.
Now, seeing about that, I can teach you the ways of Wraith, but I will not give you the rank of Wraith.
Oh, this man said Storm's like, "Are you ready to become Fade?"
are you ready, kids? All right. So
But
Bangalore's husband,
have-
right? That's crazy.
No,
you
brother.
have
No
the
husband.
new
It's husband.
you have the new legends. You have Stormpoint getting a new area to the map, and it's also getting. What am I trying to say?
Getting Swifty?
Stormpoint's going to
Oh.
be ready to the map, and I personally am going to come back for ranked because since I'm going to be all the way back down to I believe silver, I think I'm going to actually be back down to bronze. I can finally do what I want.
I'ma hop
which is
into
I'm gonna
ranked,
go
baby.
from bronze, I think.
Yeah, I'll be bronze 1 probably
I
as well.
I'll be
I
unranked.
can send y'all to plat. I can confidently say I will send y'all to plat.
All right,
and then
I like that.
you're
When are we getting a trio going on here?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, bro. I mean, like, I'm just happy I got to plat this past, well, the split before this one. So, and Parker said he's taking my kneecaps if I don't get to diamond this season. So,
the fact that the confirmed thing is you can D rank now, right?
I that's what I was just about to ask you. Did you want to talk about Ranked Reloaded, because they haven't released the patch notes yet, so they've just said with Ranked Reloaded, the big like tagline for it is you can rise and fall through the ranks with your teammates. What everybody is assuming that's meant is the big two things about that has been they're assuming that means deranking, as in like deranking through the through like the whatchamacallits, the through like the actual levels and not just the tiers. And and what people have also been assuming that means is they're going to probably try to integrate Team KP, which has been something apparently that I'm not sure about that last one, but the D ranking seems like something that would be more legit given the tagline. But the Team KP one has been neither confirmed nor denied by Respawn at this point. So
Seems like it could be entertaining.
yeah. Honestly, yeah.
From our R301 fans, R3's going in the crafter, so have fun with that. As your resident R301 enjoyer, I will be, since the Spitfire I think is coming out of the care package, your boy is going to be running Spitfire Wingman, so I'll see y'all in the trenches.
Spitfire's coming out, and the Flatline and Longbow are coming out of the crafter.
Catch me out there. Catch me out there with that Spitfire and that Wingman, man.
Oh please, God, no.
That heavy ammo economy is going to suck.
It's really going to, bro. We're not even getting the new weapon that was being teased this season, which kind of sucks. It might be season 14. Yeah.
Glad. I don't need nothing. I don't need no new weapons. No more new weapons.
How about them lightsabers in Fortnite again?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, that is happening.
That's happening today, man.
Oh, lol.
Cuckoo crazy, man.
Well, the big thing about that is that apparently it's been they've been teasing it for a while, but I don't think they have all the elements in place. So, but I mean, they have to just make new weapons at this point. They can't pull anything else from Titanfall elements because they've basically gone through all the weapons in Titanfall, save for the Titan weapons. Well, that's not even true, because if they include the Titan weapons, I'm sorry, also to the podcast, I am a Titanfall junkie of the highest order.
I was very confused. We were talking about lightsabers in Fortnite, and then you jumped back to Apex. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I was thinking about the I was just thinking about, like, Storm was talking about the gun economy. It is really juiced right now in Apex.
Lightsabers in Apex?
Bro. Honestly, I would not be behind. I would not be opposed to, melee weapons, but they need to give more people heirlooms. There should be no reason we have people that are ostensibly level 2000 and don't have an heirloom.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if I go open up my next pack on there and I have an heirloom.
If you get an heirloom, Tigers, you got to square up with me.
That would be fun, dude. I'm down.
I guarantee you, no one in the community would ever complain about a Wraith Princess Leia skin, then no one would complain.
I mean,
No one would
EA
also
does.
complain about a Jabba the Hutt caustic skin.
EA owns the property. Well, both properties at this point.
Letters company. Let's get to it.
EA Sports. It's in my ass.
Oh my
But
god.
but as much as I love Apex and I love to talk about it, I do believe that there is quite the subject that this boy Tigers wanted to throw my way, your way, and possibly sideways, which both of you know more about it than I do. More so as like as far as following it. But EMGG done got themselves a Halo team and have been doing some tournaments
Lord.
recently.
Bro,
And
baby, we beat the Chiefs, boys. We beat the Chiefs, man.
I watched that game.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm hyped, man. We got freaking Tekken 7 now, Pokemon Unite, Street Fighter 5, iRacing. We have freaking iRacing, dude, which I didn't even know was a thing until like we just joined. And then we got a
Wow.
Halo team, bro. Our freaking iRacing go burr. Freaking Tekken 7, we got 9th out of 100 in our last tournament. Street Fighter 5, we got 2nd out of 100 in our last tournament. Oh, baby, it's looking good for the future of EMGG and esports. I'm not gonna lie. I also have never played a game of Halo in my life, but I'm still hyped.
Oh, well, season 2 just went live, so now's a good time to get into it.
How
No,
much?
it's
How
not.
much is it? How much is it? How much is it?
no, it's not.
The multiplayer is free.
Ooh, Storm.
Yeah, this
No,
is the first
that's-
Storm
it
shush.
No.
Baby, Storm.
Storm doesn't enjoy the grenade economy, and honestly, I think the weapons need a little bit.
Bro,
of balancing.
Peter, your camera just shit the bed, bro.
I know it does the thing. Give me a sec.
All of a sudden, homie's
What's it
camera
called?
just
Peter, you hear
shit
they
the
you hear
bed.
they vaulted not vaulted, but they took out skill jumping.
They took out. Wait, really?
Yeah, they took out skill jumping. So like you could like before you could like mantle onto little things and like you could jump onto little things to get to a vantage point inside the third.
Yeah.
They took that out.
Oh Lord.
And the community is like up in arms about it. Rightfully so. That is so stupid.
You're so stupid.
What is
Now we just see the top of his head.
Either way, Tigers, it's still pretty fun. And you know what? I'm glad to see like a lot of these other teams, like I know are like again just a little reference to our boyhood guard, also part of Nemesis. Watching them get into stuff like Siege Challenger League, and also I believe I think they have a Halo team. Someone check me on that. Watching a lot of these teams that like aren't 100 Thieves, aren't TSM, aren't SSG, OXG, whatever, like get these teams. That's really cool to see because it brings up to the forefront like a lot of people that need that platform to get themselves like into that community. And I think it's pretty cool as someone who's been following the esports scene since Halo 3. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, that's freaking dope, dude. And what the hell? I just got tagged in some spam tweet for NFTs.
Speaking of Halo, Snipes 31st birthday today, I think.
I saw a clip saying that Snipe Down didn't like the new Halo season, so he might be coming back to Apex. I meant to tell you about that.
He's I thought he was getting. I thought there was rumors that he was gonna be like what on Phase's Apex team or something like that.
Shit, I might have to become a pro gamer real quick.
That's my goal. I will say if EMGG gets an Apex team, I would love to be part of that. Would love to be part of that.
Bring up the idea.
Who does
Me?
Yes,
who
bring
does
up the
Apex in
idea.
EMGG?
Mal? Isn't he the esports manager?
Yeah, you bring it up to him. He's the esports guy. Get shoot ideas to him.
Getting in contact with these people is a lot harder for me because I'm awkward. But
Just DM them,
be
bro.
interesting.
Do you need me to write up an email for you?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll watch the maybe they'll watch the podcast.
Maybe they'll watch the I'm putting in the description message for @Mao at 2429.
No, but wait, yeah, I was gonna ask who in EMGG because I know Storm plays, but and I've been watching a lot more EMGG members, of course, through just Storm either rating people or telling me about people that are cool in the community. Who else plays Apex? Just out of
That
curiosity.
boy Moon FPS is apparently top 500 Wraith on console.
Oh,
I'm gonna assume he's top 500 Wraith. At least he boy acts like he's top 500 Wraith. I'm like,
I think I've
he's
met
not even-
Moon once.
That boy's goated. I want to play with him, but I'm pretty sure he's too busy for me. Also, I haven't really reached out like that. I pretty much just be under his tweets like, oh, let's play some time, and then it's like, we'll maybe add each other at some point in time. But I would like to play with more AGG members. I was talking about a little bit yesterday about how like I wanted to get into some games with more members, just because I feel like, it'd be nice to talk to some people.
Right.
But then I also remember I am a easy person to play with, but a hard person to talk to. But it's just because I have such a particular comedy.
Yes, very.
I have such a particular level of comedy.
I would
Where
like
it's
to.
like,
I would like to make this public disclaimer for if this video is found 610 years in the future by Margaret the fell demon.
Shut.
Margaret the fell demon. Barbet the bell beeman. I would like to say that these two gentlemen are two of the most wonderful people that you could play with, both entertaining in various ways and both excellent at video games and content creation. If you all want to play with them, please do, because I would love to see it. And I
play in chat.
It's great because like I never thought I'd get to the point where like I just see, like, for example, one of the big things when I was getting into like community type stuff, like starting to watch like streamers, was like watching like the communities that like the big streamers that were like on Siege. Like that was my first big interaction with that. And watching, like, I was like, dang, how do they even get like that? Like how do those people even know each other? Like how do they meet each other? Like how do they just start playing with one another? And then I moved over to Apex, and I definitely saw that even more and more when I started watching like my favorite streamers. But then I slowly started to realize like oh shit, that me. Just like realizing like, holy crap, the number of people I know between like the Four Hoodsmen, EMGG, some of the people that I've even met that were like former Omen, like swim team, good lord, swim team. All those people, are technically all people I normally play with and make content with on like a regular basis. So it's like it's great to like. I definitely think it's great to be in a community, especially like in the gaming sphere, because I don't know, some of these games are infuriating, and playing with friends makes it 100 times better. Can I get an amen?
Oh, for real, amen.
Amen. Yeah,
I won't. Like I said, I won't play
crazy.
Apex unless I'm playing with Storm. I will not play Apex.
Oh God, I did one of the most unthinkable things. I think I played a grand total of 9 or 10 games last split, like with people I knew, and I ranked the rest of the way to plat. Like ask Storm, Tigers, ask Storm.
What you doing?
I have he can tell you. Peter can tell you.
Well, okay, one of you guys is like, ask the other guy, and then that guy's like, ask the other guy. Does somebody talk, damn it?
Because that boy Peter tells me, he will definitely tell you that homies rank up when they play with Urban and I.
Oh,
if you play with Urban and me, you will rank up. If you play with Parker and me, you will rank up. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. You want ranks? I got you.
I might have to touch Apex a little bit more. I need to touch freaking Star Wars, bro. I bought the freaking game, played 10 seconds of it, and then like didn't play it again.
Skywalker Saga?
Yeah.
Maybe if you don't play Fortnite on the stream, we could do that.
That game is crack concentrate.
Muffin? Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Skywalker Saga is essentially crack concentrate. The first time I watched, I think it was Warzone and Storm play. Oh my God, I don't think I laughed that hard at a stream in forever.
It's rough.
Oh my God.
It got really rough really fast, and then it just didn't get any better for like the next 35 minutes, but it was like amazing at the same time. It was just rough the whole time.
Wait a minute, what happens if I lose? I die.
I could get highly flamed for this, but All I know about Titanfall is that they have little stick-looking things that walk in the freaking water on the side of the map in Apex. Can you give me a little bit of a rundown on
Are you talking about the
Titanfall?
Beast?
Sure. I need a
Oh.
rundown on Titanfall.
That's an Apex thing. That's not a Titanfall thing. Well,
An Apex thing. Basically, Apex Legends and Titanfall exist within the same universe. Actually, I'm talking too much. Storm, go nuts.
No, hey man, this is you know what? This is gonna be the title. It's gonna be Almighty PJ is a Titanfall junkie, and then
I really am.
Almighty Peej, Titanfall Junkie. Say it ain't so.
Say it ain't so. Like who would have actually guessed? See, here's the thing, and I really wish the Titanfall League could have taken off because that was it was one of the most, I think, creative things. And when it came out, it was 2016. COD was starting to hit that rut. You know, Battlefield had. Well, Battlefield 1 was coming out, and people didn't know whether or not it was going to be good because Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 1 was talking, yo, bro. That didn't get me Battlefield 4. What you talking about, bro?
No, I was
hey,
saying.
Hey, man.
we were talking about Battlefield.
No, I'm just.
Hey,
I'm giving reference.
I think you
Storm is
killed
a-
Storm. I think you killed Storm.
Our Storm.exe broke. Would you like to send a report?
I think you deleted his system 32.
No, honestly though, I think his OS is shot. It's just straight.
Bro, forced. You know what?
Bro,
Who's been making my
bro overcocked.
was asking me if my
PC.
CPU was overloaded earlier, bro.
Exactly, Tiger.
Bro overcocked his PC, not overclocked, overcocked.
Overcocked. But yeah, no, Titanfall is basically, well, Titanfall 2, let's be more specific, improved in every single way what Titanfall could not do. I think it's one of the more creative shooters because it created a comprehensive shooting experience with movement mechanics that hadn't really been super well implemented. In other games like Call of Duty had started playing around with advanced movement around that time. Titanfall just got it down to be so incredibly fluid. And then not only that, but they were the first ones, I think, to really implement in an FPS arena style shooter a two-phase system where not only are you fighting people on the ground and AIs, but you're also fighting in a very slower but still easily as engaging sense big ass robots without for excuse my technical term there. And I think it was one of those games that was at the time seriously underrated and therefore did not do it wasn't as successful as Respawn wanted it to be. So essentially it was one of those it was just one of those things that I think Respawn wanted to try and do more with that they didn't get the chance to. Ergo, why they just announced Apex Legends in, what was it, 2019? Like like nobody knew anything about it and just dropped it, and now look at where it is now. But Apex Legends basically go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you were saying?
Oh no, say Apex Legends takes place, Tigers, for a frame of reference, at the end of Titanfall 2. The war ends basically, and Apex Legends takes place, I want to say, almost 10 years after the end of the events in Titanfall 2. So it's basically a shared universe.
Huh.
Which is why when you play Apex and then you play Titanfall, you're like, oh, the Legends in Apex basically have either jankier or watered down version of those abilities in Titanfall 2. That's why they have the same weapons, or rather updated versions of those weapons, you know? But no, I'm just a huge fan of Titanfall 2 because it changed up the formula so much, and I think Respawn needs to give it more love. That's all.
If nobody got me, I know Respawn dropping the ball and not making Apex 3 making Titanfall 3 got me.
I'm over it.
I don't think a single person. I'm pretty sure a Titanfall 3 is the game that we need. It is a game like Apex that has the movement and like the skill, because the movement will create a very, very big skill gap.
Absolutely.
And it is that type of game that we need right now. And it combines that with like just like the world and fun of Apex. I don't really know what I was my brain is kind of fried there, but
yeah. No, I get your point.
We need a game like that because we need like a Call of Duty that, like I was talking about it earlier. We need a Call of Duty that feels like Call of Duty but plays like Apex, and I feel like
Exactly.
that'll just
That
make
sounds
everything
nice.
else enjoyable. Because like imagine, because that's all Titanfall really is. It's just Call of Duty with movement done correctly
And robots.
mechs.
And mechs.
And
Thank you.
no
Big
one
ass
complains about mechs. I mean, you have me just squish, but like that's about it.
I feel like the
Apex
second that I
Legends,
get back
please.
into, I feel like the second I get back into Apex, since I haven't played since Loba came out, I feel like I'm gonna be so lost and like don't know which legend I want to go with.
Not much has
Trust me,
changed.
you will be lost. Don't pick Wraith. I say that to you not because I main Wraith, but I say that to you because there's so many people, and I talk about this all the time. So many people who get into Apex like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna pick like Octane. I'll pick a super fast character. I'm gonna pick a character that has no like defense or anything like that. I'm just gonna pure offense. I'm just gonna go for kills. This, that, and the third. You will get punished so quickly, and you will hate the game because you will never learn how to play the game. Like I have so many people that I know that just stop playing the game because they never took the time to get good at the game. Apex is one of those games where if you do not put in the time to actually understand what you're doing and understand your legend at the very least, understand your legend and like how to use your abilities, whatever, understand the guns and all that stuff.
Man.
Like this game takes a level of thought that people aren't willing to put in.
I did exactly what you just said, and I got punished real quick, and then the legend owned me basically, and that's why I just said right here, man. I quit because I was just like, that legend took. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna talk about. No, I'm not gonna go rated R, but bro,
Legend took that was virginity rocked.
I need to do that. Yeah. So basically, we're gonna put what Storm said as an idea is we're gonna cover up the S and we're gonna put ED on the fucking flag.
Virginity rocked.
Y'all are stupid. Oh my god. But I absolutely agree with Storm, and that's someplace I think I'm finally equalizing out in that sense because again I've learned so much by just playing with IE people that are betting with me. Shout out to my boys in the Storm. And I think that's the hardest thing to do sometimes is you have to watch. Nobody likes to be like watch. Everybody wants to improve, but the hardest thing is doing what is necessary to improve. And that goes for any game. Like
it goes for anything in life.
Oh, that's absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just more so speaking in the context of video games, but I absolutely agree. Like anything in life, you don't want to eventually just develop an inferiority complex.
People will bitch and moan all day about like, oh, I want to be here. I want to do this. I want to be here. I want to be a famous content creator. Okay, do it. Like, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do something.
Do something about it.
Do something.
You're not gonna become a famous content creator by sitting there on your ass cheeks and watching Ascend and Storm all day.
I mean, shit, you might. I got some good tips.
You definitely have a good tip.
Storm definitely has, and I think Storm is like one of those teachers where he's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, no, I literally learned like 10 different things by just watching you. And some people are just teachers like that. And I think Apex is one of those games because you can't really teach the game. You have to watch people play. You have to watch what people do. You have to watch people who are better than you and have developed the thought process do that. Storm was talking to me about this because I think when we first met, Storm was still playing a little bit of Warzone, and I had played it maybe a grand total of 10 times.
Yeah, you need to get back on that shit, man. I am popping off on Warzone, man. You need to hop back on that shit.
So what was the argument you told me about what differentiates Apex from Warzone other than that there's no fall damage?
That Warzone is better?
You're just wrong. It's just wrong.
I'm causing discord tonight.
You're just wrong.
You're just wrong.
Oh my god.
Why is it Apex, like that?
Apex is just such a skilled shooter.
I'm gonna skill your shooter.
At least I will say this, I am hyper biased. And anybody you can disprove, we can have this conversation. I would like to have this conversation with people. But I enjoy the fact that Apex isn't one of those games. It's one of the few games nowadays that doesn't see somebody who can't play, has no skill whatsoever. And it's like, yeah, we're going to hold your hand. We're going to handcuff everybody else playing you. and we're gonna hold your hand and make sure that you can have the most fun possible
Nah, they
with
straight
giving
butt fuck
zero
you.
effort. But this game is not like that. This game will do that for like 20 minutes, and then the moment you get that first win, you are getting stacked against people who are gonna teach you that, yeah, you need to think a little bit. And I love that because there's so many things. Like, I don't like the fact that, and like, I'll be here, I've gone through both of them. Like, I'm not a big fan of participation trophies, especially in gaming nowadays. I like, if you put the time in, because I come from Destiny and like that whole thing that I can go to rant about that. But like, if you put the
Crucible
time in,
junkies.
no, it's not even that. It's the thing with I guess I will go into it. The whole contest mode thing. Whenever a DLC comes out, they have the raid race and everything like that. The whole contest mode thing is pretty much, yeah, sure, you played the game for 12 hours. This person played the game for 3 hours because, you know, whatever reason they played this game for 3 hours, they played the game for 3 hours. They ranked up to the relevant level, you know, the relevant light level to get to that area, and then you guys are going to be on the same playing field. You're going to be forced down. You're going to be forced underlighted. Whatever you're going to be forced 20 underlight, whatever the encounter is, just because you want to put everybody on the same playing field to make it fair. And I don't think that's cool, because like, what is the point in playing then? Like, you pretty much, you get what you need, and then you would just stop playing and wait until the raid race, versus someone who puts the time in and like, this is their job. Like, that just seems stupid to me. The whole contest mode is just stupid to me. On top of it, it doesn't work correctly. Or I should say it works correctly, but it is so stupid because it is just one of those, the enemy's doing artificial damage and we're gonna throw champions at you. That shit's stupid. I don't like participation trophies in games. Like, I feel like if you put the time in, you should be rewarded for putting the time in, more so than little Jimmy, Slim Jimmy over here, who played 3 hours and is now crying because getting beans. Oh my god, put the MK7 in the game. Oh my god, put the Stinger gun in the game. Oh my god. If you can't see, I have hands-up aggression against Fortnite. Oh my god, I can't build, I can't learn the mechanic that was in the game to begin with. Oh my god, no builds Fortnite. It's like, bro, I love the fact that Apex will punish you for not trying. And like, I need more games to do that. I very much
punish
enjoy
you. It will. Oh my god, punish you. It will.
Like, I'm decent at the game, and I still get punished when I decide to take my head off, or when I take my head off, I get my head taken off. When I decide to, you know, put my head down and be like, all right, let's chill. I mean, of course, you know, not everybody can be on. Or if you want to have fun with this game, there are other modes in that game. Or you could take the 30 minutes that you get, you know, say you only get like, you know, maybe an hour, 2, 3 hours to play, you know, or like Tyler, has a busy schedule. We can't sit there and grind the way that I grind. Okay, cool. Instead of switching around all that stuff, pick your legend in Apex, learn that character, and then, you know, every time you get on, learn a little more, learn a little more, learn a little more. And then soon enough, you'll be winning gunfights, and then this hour-long gaming session won't be you dying 25% of the time. It'll be, you know, you frying some people, maybe down like 75%, not 75% of the time, other way around. It's maybe down like 25% of the time, maybe 15% of the time, you know?
You getting
It's like, you just
fried.
learn stuff. You should like get on. And like, I just feel like it's a weird thing for me because I just really don't like I have a thing where I just want to be useful, so I'm going to continue doing things to try to be as useful as possible. And I feel like when you get on for games and stuff like that, I don't understand how it's fun for you to just spawn in and die. And Apex is one of those games where if you don't try, you will spawn in and die. Like, it will be rough for you. You will die. It will be rough. You will have trouble. But like, if you want to get better at the game, you just gotta go through it. You gotta learn. It's a game. Learn. People don't like to learn. People don't like to turn their brains on today. And
oh my god, nothing. I just watched a video. For those that are familiar with Siege content creators, Get Flanked and Gregor were talking about how the Siege meta is in a horrible place with their community right now because they just released a new map, and essentially in their ranked mode, you're given 3 maps you can choose from. That new map is in the ranked map pool, and it gets banned. Like, it has a ban rate of like 90% plus at this point. Nobody's played the new map since even though people complained and moaned and wussed out for like 3 years that Siege doesn't give any new content, Siege doesn't get any new maps. And you're right, Storm. I absolutely agree, especially in a game like Apex, which is a battle royale, which is much different from a tactical shooter or an arena shooter, which is what, for the most part, I think of all 3 of our gaming careers, was the dominant genre in terms of first-person shooters or just shooting video games in general.
Nah, man, I played Animal Crossing. What you talking about?
I can't believe you. I cannot believe you.
I'm Tigers.
I can't.
I crossed the
I'm-
animals.
I believe you. I honestly believe you.
Crossed up the animals. Lol.
Crossed up the animals. Hit him with the triple double. Hit him with the triple double with the quickness.
The
But
fattest Euro step of 2027.
I just say all that to say that Apex's learning curve is fairly, I would say, exponential. It does this basically for just anybody that doesn't have an idea of what that looks like, because Apex, relatively speaking, I think is one of the easier shooters to pick up, but one of the hardest to master. It is oh so hard to master. That doesn't, I'm not talking about the rank system. I'm not talking about getting to Pred. I'm not talking about getting to Masters. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm simply referring to being a good player at the game, winning most of your gunfights, understanding the flow of battle, understanding how the battle royale works mechanically. It is one of the hardest to master, especially given the map, given the character interactions. It don't even get me started on that. And how the meta has a tendency to basically shift from season to season, and be overwhelming basically. And if you aren't following that meta, you'll have a rough time. Um I just definitely think from the perspective of simply putting the time in, and it will be rewarding, especially with a game like Apex, because oh boy, it is fairly rewarding, I think, from that sense. But I really am very interested to see what the changes they're going to make to rank in season 13, because we won't know until they drop the patch notes what that's going to look like. But I
We won't
definitely
know
would
till
say,
we know.
God. Also, I will
So
say though, in terms of, oh, sorry, go ahead, Tigers. No,
I was just
go,
gonna say,
go.
there's someone wanted to talk about the NHL playoffs, and
Ooh, go nuts about that.
we're already like 50
Oh,
minutes in.
Yeah.
my apologies. That was one of those things that I was gonna be like, we probably just Peter doesn't know too much about that, and
No,
I
you're good.
also
Go, go nuts.
I apologize a little bit about this whole Apex this stream podcast turned into an Apex podcast.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
we can scrap the NHL thing and use it next week for next week's pod. We can talk me and you about NHL. Like,
Play Apex. Play Apex Legends.
guess what I'm doing
Do
right
it.
now? Downloading Apex.
Oh, nice.
Installing Apex Legends, yes sir. And
Yeah,
Peter
that's.
should be
I'm gonna have to.
installing
I'm gonna have to
Destiny.
edit a lot of the pod now because I just popped up the freaking Apex and Origin window up in the freaking podcast area like 7 times.
Lord of mercy. He's downloaded through Origin. Oh, have fun.
Well, that's where I had it up there originally. So
Oh yeah, we can link your two accounts. I would just say play it through Steam. Less of a burden on your GPU and CPU.
you can link like your
Mm.
account from Steam to.
Oh yeah, big
Okay.
time. I'll send a YouTube video for it to you.
Yeah, I'll do
in
that
the,
after this game. All right, after this game, after the pod. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I mean, we're like 50 minutes in. Anybody?
I would personally like to thank y'all for y'all support on this podcast.
Yes.
It's been kind of crazy, especially given the fact that like we are quite literally, as far as Tyler and I, we are quite literally just two goons who just be having conversations and just kind of be talking. And it's nice to know that people these days still enjoy that. And nice to know that our communities are willing to support each other. Being, a lot of people, you have a lot of people that come to the person that they know and, just kind of leave it there. But they all have, pulled up my stream. A lot of my friends have pulled up Tyler's stream, as far as I know. The support, it's nice. It's really nice, especially in times like this where a lot of uncertainties. First of all, given the craziness that the world is going through, but also a lot of the I guess uncertainty being a content creator, you can kind of feel like you're kind of bogged down, kind of alone sometimes. So it's nice to know people aren't willing to let you go at it alone, willing to come through, support. Just small things. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
really do appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys
appreciate
so much.
you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
I also can appreciate that y'all allow us to stutter as much as we do. Because by God,
y'all are great, man. I don't care what anybody says, man. And again, the idea that you guys want to get organized to do a podcast in a time where, like, especially about the content that you guys talk about on these podcasts. It definitely appeals to a lot of people, but I don't think people have the organization. So from one content creator to another, I applaud both of you for doing what you're doing, because you are doing the gaming community, specifically for, content creators like us, a great service.
Thank you.
I appreciate
That
you,
means a
Baseline.
lot. Thank you.
I try literally every day.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we gotta wrap it up now. Apex just started downloading, and Storm's words were like 20 minutes or 20 like seconds.
I thought that was just me.
Bro, my thing is exploding right now. All right, thank you guys so much for being here. Everybody's quality just died. My quality. Okay, this got really bad really quick. All right, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you a ton. I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been Tigers.
It's been Storm. I will never get that right. It's been Storm. What's fun? And it's been this goon Peter.